Good morning. This is Life Pastor Kyle. This is the Journey to a Winning Anyway Life, and I am your host for All Things Winning. I'm so excited. Happy Friday to everybody. Listen, come on in. Let's gather around this morning and have a wonderful time wherever you are. Say good morning when you come in. I want to know where you are and where you're coming from so we can greet you as well. Hey, Ashley, good to see you. Deja and new mother over on YouTube, Manny Saeed. Good morning. How y'all doing? Hope all is well. Everybody. Tarika Hood, good morning. Yeah, I kind of got y'all on late in this morning. I said we're going to get back to the 7 a little while. Tawanda Jefferson, I see you as well. Y'all come on in. Let's make this morning great. I think we have a way to do it, and that is by coming in, loving on each other, enjoying one another, being nice to one another. Amen. I can't find my little vitamins I just had. Oh, well. All is well. Sydney, how you doing, sir? Mr. Morris, doing well. I'm doing good, Ashley. Alan Harris, good morning, man. Hope all is well. I don't know where they disappeared to, but all is well. I just had them in my hand. And, we'll be all right in Jesus' name. Mabel, good morning. Tamisha Figaro, what's happening with you? Can you hear me clearly? Mr. Sydney and Tawanda Jefferson. She's always trying to be the sound person, everything in the morning. And making sure we're good. Tisa Collier, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Y'all come on in. We have an amazing time this morning. I'm not going to wait a long time. Geraldine Chauvin. Happy Friday. As you come in, hit that like or love button. Let me know that you're on here. Hit that like or love button. Let me know that you are here. Renita Holloway, here I am, all that. I'm not denying it. I'm gonna take all of it from you. You see, I'm all that. So yeah, let's make it happen this morning. I'm baffled. I just had my 2 morning vitamins and they disappeared. But it's okay. I'll get them when I get through. I just have a regimen I'm trying to stick with. All right, listen, it's just been amazing. We're at the end of February just about, and it's going to be a good time where we get a chance to do all that we are going to do in this month. But hey, I'm here with a word today that'll be a blessing for you. Hopefully, you'll enjoy this live and understand that you still have time to win. You still have time. That's what I want to talk about this morning. You still have time. Yes, be a little coaching, a little churchy, but the reality of it is you still have time. That's the goal. To make sure that you're good. Alicia, James Taylor, good to see you. I see Jasmine Darjean, Brittany Long, good morning, Prophet. All right. Speak it up. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Maria Briscoe, as she go. Listen, I don't want to keep y'all a long time, but I do want to get you where you have to go because, I'm just kind of chilling today. It's kind of one of those days where I just. Mr. Mars, you head to the dentist, I think, right now. So praying for you, man. Praying all is well. Hey, Emma Shelvin, good to see you, man. Let's go ahead and get to it. I want to go ahead and break into it. It's going to be a real good lesson because it has an opportunity. Has an opportunity for you to open up yourself and get somewhere. Christy Lewis, good morning. I see you there. I want to talk to you about you still have time. And the reason why I'm talking from that area, hello, Prophetess Louise Holman, good to see you. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to stop rushing and take some time to reflect. Let me say it again. Stop rushing and take some time to reflect. Here's what was dropped in my spirit yesterday. Just dealing with some things, and I was dealing with just going through my head, getting things done, and I was trying to do so many things at one time. The book, my other book, studying for Sunday, this morning, for Saturday, everything. Hey, Crystal Burton, and making sure things are right. I always play things in my head to make sure things are right, and not just right for me, but right for everybody. And so I heard this yesterday, stop rushing and start reflecting. We spend so much time rushing forward that we don't spend enough time reflecting on where we came from. Not enough time realizing, hey, First Lady, realizing where we came from and what we've already come through, to realize that sometimes you're so far ahead of where you were But because you're only looking to where you want to be, hey, Naya Brewer, you missed the fact that you're further than where most people are and where you should have been. Hey, Carlos, good to see you. So here's what, hey, Canvas Book of Sap, Lady Geraldine Sands, good to see you. Here's what the Lord dropped in my spirit while I was preparing this. Andrea Thomas, I see you. Manny Saeed, yeah, you still have time. Preparing for this is what dropped in my head. I hope y'all get this. The 29 of you on here, 18 of you have liked it. All 29, hit that like a love button and let's go. You've entered a season, I'm gonna get past this one. We've entered a season, hear me and don't go crazy. We've entered a season where your validation and justification will be recognized. Hey, Shawanda Parker, good to see you. By how uncomfortable you are. I know I already messed up. Some of y'all finna click off right now like, oh, no, that ain't what I came for. Yes, it is. Hey, Bree Piper, you will now know how ready you are by how uncomfortable you are. Why would you say that? Because whenever God gets ready to make a major transition or blessing in your life, it always comes right after a session of being session of being uncomfortable. I know you're there because as a prophet, I'm fully there. That's where I am. I'm like God. I'm the prophet. I hear, I feel, but some things are just off. And God's going, this is the season of being uncomfortable. Yeah. It's the season of being uncomfortable. And I know it's for the people I pastor because I'm there. I got it. You everything is good. You've done all you're supposed to do. You prayed. You've done everything well. You've done everything right. You tried the best you could do. You did what your flesh didn't want to do. You did what your spirit said you should do. At the end of the day, you've now entered a season of being uncomfortable. Nothing you do is giving you the supernatural kick your heels together, flip over the table. Nothing is giving you the used to, yes, Lord, I'm laid back moment. Nothing is giving you that. Everything you do is giving you, why am I still uncomfortable? Here it is. I'm gonna speak some of y'all brains. What am I missing? You've been praying and asking God, what am I missing? When in reality, God says, you're missing nothing. It's just the season I'm taking you through. I need you to hear this clearly. And the reason why you have to go through this season is because, and you see some people that are getting blessed. You see the Morris is getting a new truck and Mackie has a new truck and this person getting promoted and this person getting blessed. And so here's what the Lord said, tell you guys. Hey, Aaron Fleeks, the first quarter is not over. And neither is your opportunity to become the best version of yourself. I see you, Catherine Hayes. I see you. She got a promotion after all this, but ask her, what did she do to get to the promotion? How long did it take her? What all did she have to go through? But you've been praying and you say, God, what am I missing? Some of you know what you're missing, but then some of you don't know what you're missing. And some of you are not missing anything. It's the season God has you in. Because if God can get you to be consistent when you're uncomfortable, then he has no problem blessing you because he knows when you get comfortable, you're definitely going to remain consistent. Let me go. Okay. Some of you are already evaluating your January and your February. Some of you are actually comparing yourself to others, which you should not do in your January and your February. Forget that. Some of you should be evaluating your own January and your own February. And some of you, here it is, I'm talking to about 5 on here. Good morning, Trish. You're quietly judging yourself. You're saying this year started out like the other years, and it's not starting out the same way because you have more wisdom. You just have not applied it. You're quietly judging yourself, your January, your February. There's about 2 or 3 of you that even thought about leaving the city. You thought about packing up and just going to try somewhere else. Here's the deal. You're going to be uncomfortable wherever you go because you are still there. My God, today. Watch this. Some of you started January strong. You in the gap. You were in there. January 1st week, 2nd week, you were in there. And then life happened. And I want to encourage you and let you know it's okay. It happens to all of us. And right now, life has happened to all of us. But growth is not measured by a perfect start. It's measured by a committed continuation. I'll say it again. Growth is not measured by a perfect start. It's measured by a committed continuation. And why you say that? Because the first quarter is not over. That simply means your opportunity has not expired yet. And really, we're declaring that this is our best year. I'm just trying to propel you, get you ready for the first quarter so you can stop complaining about what's happening and start revelating about what's happening. One of my sermons for Sunday, I was trying to figure out which one I'm going to. One of them in studies I was studying, and it said, God is not found, he's revealed. Okay, the first quarter is not over. Your opportunity has not expired. Here it is, y'all ready? The best version of you is still available, but you've got to connect with the best version of you. Here's the truth. God has placed somebody in every one of your lives that's going to challenge you right now. And if you haven't properly evaluated your now and been honest with yourself about what you really need right now, then you will reject what you think is a challenge when what you think is a challenge is sent to propel you next quarter. Okay. You still have time. You still have time. So if that's the case, how do I maximize my time, Prophet? How do I maximize my time? How do I maximize everything I'm doing? Here it is. You have to evaluate your now honestly. Okay. Evaluate your now honestly. I'm gonna get you. You have to really look at where you are right now. Got it? And you have to look at where you were and exit. What was I better off where I was a few months ago? Because now it seems like I'm doing more and getting less. Here it is. Whatever you do while you are evaluating your now, you have to properly evaluate it honestly. Whatever you do while you evaluate your now, I'm about to stick you. Don't run back to what's comfortable. Because if God's trying to put you in a season of being, or if life, however y'all look at it, a season of being uncomfortable to get you a different kind of training, a different kind of resistance, a different kind of mode of life. And if you, in your frustration, run back to what's comfortable, what's up, CJ? It may choke your harvest to what's next. Let me say it again. If you run back to what is comfortable, it may choke your harvest to what is next. In other words, when you run back, hey, Veronica, you end up going back away from what is next because you went to what was comfortable. What do you mean? You have to evaluate your now. What's up, Wandale? 35 on here, 26, hit the like a love button. All you came on just now, hit that like a love button real quick. We're going somewhere. Listen. When you begin to evaluate your now truthfully and honestly, then you have to make sure you don't choke what's next in your life. Here's the problem. You were doing well, and you have to tell yourself the truth. You were doing well until, hey, Latasha, good to see you. You were doing well until the wrong voices got in your ear. Ooh-wee. Is he meddling? Nope. Good morning, Raquel Kyle. You were doing good till the wrong voices got in your ear. And because you heard something that somebody else thought or felt. And some of y'all are really not good at having outdoor conversations because y'all come indoors and your expressions and your face and your life shows who's been in your ear. I'll leave it like that. You were doing well until the wrong voices got in your ear. Hey, Selena. You were doing well until distractions pulled you off center because you didn't focus on you. You were doing well until you made emotional decisions that replaced your intentional movement. You were moving intentionally. You started the year out wonderfully, and then things start happening and you start responding from your emotions and not your intentions. And now you're back in the place that you were all last year. You were doing well. Then you start hanging around cycle people instead of consistent growth people. You were doing well. You start hanging around people who comforted your comfort and not people who challenged. I'm gonna leave y'all alone. Who challenged the status quo. And now you have the results that you had before. The same. There's a post on my phone that I don't post often. I love to give you guys first dibs at. It says, be careful of people who don't respond to you a certain way anymore. Sometimes they only want you to agree with where you are, so nobody has to change. Everybody has to change. You have to respond differently sometimes. You have to be differently sometimes. But you have to communicate that. Because if you don't communicate that, then being an ineffective communicator means you'll never really have a good psychology or team. You'll forever keep rebuilding your team because people can't understand what's happening. Because there's been no vision of where you're going. So what do I do next if I've heard the wrong voices, I've been distracted, I've dealt with my emotions and not my intent, and I'm around the wrong people who create cycles? What do I do? Here's what you do. Real quick. Reset. I gave them to you last week or week before last. Reset your habits. You have to reset your habits. Whatever habit you have, reset it. Make sure that habit is pointing toward what you say you want to do. Then refocus your priorities. Make what's number one. Refocus your priorities. Then number 3, realign your environment. Make sure your environment is pushing you toward what you say you want. And then recommit to discipline. Go back to doing what you say you want to do and what you say you know you need to do. Lastly but not least, move with intentions instead of moving with your emotions. Stop allowing your emotions to show everybody how insecure and immature you really are. Intentions will get you help because people will cling to people who are trying. But people should leave people who are crying. Listen, let me go back and be nice. This first quarter is still fertile ground. There's still time to plant what you want to harvest. There's still time right now to plant what you want. You have the rest of this month and then you have the rest of March to plant what it is you want to harvest. But you have to embrace endurance over excuses. Listen to people talk. And you have to embrace endurance over excuses. Because the truth is, progress does not require perfection. It requires endurance. You just to keep going, keep trying, keep showing up even when your motivation is low. Keep showing up. That's what you do. Show up even when everything is going bad. Keep showing up and eventually you will cross the barrier you've been dealing with. Because executing is what you do even when no one's clapping. Executing is what you do even when no one's clapping. You execute. They're asleep. You execute. Okay. You should be expecting results before you see the evidence because you know what you're seeding and what you're putting in. You should be expecting results before you see the evidence. You should. And if you do, this is what will happen. You'll see results sometime on accident because of what you put into it. Yeah. Let me help you get past this, help you understand how to get past where you are, especially when you're maximizing your time. Stay committed even when it's not exciting. What's up, Kenneth Davis? Hey, I'm Carlos. Carlos, you ahead of the game, Carlos. Watch this. If you stay committed even when you're not excited, then we'll realize that your commitment is honestly in your heart. When the excitement is gone and people are no longer committed, I realize they were never committed, because committed people see the end goal. And sometimes it helps them get through the process. I'll say it again. Committed people see the end goal, and it helps them get through the process because the end goal becomes vision, and the vision pulls you to itself. So here it is. Your best self can be built in your quiet consistency, not always in your public celebration. The best you is built in your quiet consistency, not always your public celebration. Not about who's clapping for you. Sometimes it's about who's praying for you. Because, and the reason why I say that, because when you expect results before you see evidence, because expectation changes everything. Hey, Mama Brain, good to see you. Expectation changes everything. I read people by their conversation and their expectation. What you expect tells me if you're in faith or if you stuck just using your mouth to try and convince people that you're somewhere that you don't live. Hey, Mr. Albert, good to see you. Hey, Cree Beasley. I'm so proud. Cree Beasley, I had a word for you too. It was so good. You told me about the company you worked for in the summer, but you only worked there one. Okay, Cree, watch this. My subject today is you still have time. Cree was gonna leave the school, she did, to go to a company. And I just said, go ahead and go. I knew she wasn't gonna be that long. We talked about it. She said, go. She went, she enjoyed it enough to be successful and get a nice check. But it wasn't enough to sustain her life. Watch this, Beasley. She gets back, she quits and leaves. She only stays there long enough to produce, and then she goes back to the next school system. Watch this, Maria. She gets back to the school system and comes to find out this week, because she only stayed, watch this, some of y'all were in good places, and you've let crazy people talk you out of a good place in somebody's life, and you think they're accurate and they're right, when really they were just trying to talk you out of a place they wanted to be in. They trying to talk you. It's like a woman telling you, he ain't no good, he ain't no good, he ain't no good. Then you leave him, then she say, well, we came to talk about it, that's what happened. She leaves the company, goes back to school. She only stays at the company long enough to produce for 1 quarter this summer, 1 quarter. A little less than that, but she produced, right? Cree Beasley, because you left the company quick and didn't stay long enough for them to keep monitoring you, what you did in your short time qualified her. She found out that she's now rated a 100 in that particular quarter. Watch me, you guys. She rated 100 in that quarter because she only stayed there almost 2 months. Not even a full quarter. But because she's left the company, hey, Eric Trotman, she left the company, she rated 100 because there was nothing else for her to do because she was no longer there. In rating 100, they're sending her a check because nobody has ever rated 100 in the whole company ever. Because everyone else stayed. But because she was visiting, her crucible anointing broke through. She did 1 or 2, whatever the sales was. She moved. And in moving, she now gets a check in the mail, and she's been gone for some months. They're sending her a check in the mail because no one in the company has ever rated 100. But she rated 100 because she didn't stay in the same place too long. If you know you're failing, not the place, you shift and move. Okay. Expectation changes everything. Hope y'all get what I'm saying. If she stayed there 6 months but only sold one, she'd have been a low number. Because she only stayed there a little while, what she did represented her for the whole quarter, which gave her 100, which the company's never seen 100. So now she's no longer there, but she's in the history books of the company for the only person who's ever made 100. Okay, y'all got it. And now she's getting a check. Good morning, Dr. Law. Okay. Expectation changes everything. I gotta go. Your expectation changes everything. Because here's the deal. When you expect growth, you move differently. I can tell who expects growth by how they move. Okay, I'm moving on. When you expect clarity, you prepare differently. Because you know something's going to come to make a change, you prepare for it. When you expect results, you execute differently. When you say, it may not happen this time, you sometimes don't give your all. But when you know it could happen this time, you give everything you got. Which means you use your energy wisely. Yeah, I'll leave it like that. So what are you saying? I'm saying stop spending your emotional energy being frustrated about what you didn't do. Alicia Taylor, stop spending energy frustrated about what you didn't do. That's called regret. Take the same energy and apply it forward. Dr. Bruns, good to see you. Instead of applying emotional energy behind you, that's called regret. Regret. You can't apply energy behind you because it becomes useless. Apply energy in front of you. So if I apply the energy in front of me, what can I do? I'm glad you asked. I want to tell you real fast because you still have time. You have time. I want to tell you what you can do if you apply it in front of you. You can still conquer distractions because you're applying energy and expectation in front of you. You can still silence doubt because you're applying it in front of you. You can still build consistency, but you have to look at your vision and your goal right. You can still strengthen your mindset. It's not too late. And then when you do all those things, you end up aligning your life with what and who truly matters. Okay. January is over. Even though January is over, it's still in your first quarter, and you can't have a first quarter without it. So whatever happened in January, hear me somebody, it did not cancel your calling. Whatever happening is happening in February. Whatever happened last month, whatever happened in December, it did not cancel your calling. Why? Because that is the end of a thing. If it ended in December, now you have January, February. Even though we're through with January, you still have February. And if January didn't cancel your calling, then you have to apply the first quarter to your whole life. Here's what happens when you apply the first quarter to your whole life. You realize I may have had a slow start, but that still does not disqualify my year. Okay. Seeing the big picture is really your training ground. Seeing the big picture, that's your training ground. Why you say that? Because this first quarter is not your report card. It's your preparation season. It's the season to show you how to make your mistakes and still win. What I need to do to change before the end of the quarter, and then how do I make this quarter bless me in the second quarter? It's your preparation season. Because what you build now determines how you finish later. What you build now determines how you finish later. Got it? So you can't talk about building. You got to build. You can't plan to plan. You can't like to plan. You can't think about planning. You can't make the plan and not execute. You make yourself irrelevant. What you build now determines how you finish later. Why you say it like that? Because if you discipline yourself now, it will equal momentum later. If you focus yourself now, it will equal expansion later. If you have alignment in your life now, it will create acceleration later. Because what you do now determines how you finish later. So here we go. Before the weekends, we're on Friday already. So before next week, we have a whole week. Before we meet again on next Friday, I want you to identify one distraction to eliminate. And sometimes it may be something you love or somebody that you love. But if they're a distraction, eliminate it. Just eliminate it for a week and see what happens. Eliminate it for a week and see what happens. Identify, same time, identify one habit you want to replace the distraction with. Yeah. Then identify a goal you want to recommit to. Come on, Canvas Book of Sap. That's a goal you gave yourself, and then you stopped doing it because you got busy with life. Identify the one goal you want to recommit to. And then I need you to identify and readjust the environment that you're in. Here's what's beautiful. Yeah, work assignment. Here's what's beautiful. What's beautiful is that some of you thrive in certain environments. And the enemy knows you thrive in those environments. And so he throws stones at you in those environments to get you out of the environment. Because he knows that environment has a connection. And that connection drives you. It gives you purpose. Gives you clarity. Now, if you're too intellectual, your mind won't be able to understand why the environment drives you. But there's a thing called chemistry. And you don't have to know all the parts. You just know that when there's a certain vibe, things happen. And without that vibe, things don't happen. Re-identify your environment and find out what's happening in your life. Once you adjust your environment, identify your distraction, identify your habit, identify your goal, then move. Not emotionally, intentionally. Come on, you still have time. Carlos, you said it earlier. I'm gonna give you these, we'll be done. If this is you, just type the words, these two words, I will. It's gonna be difficult for you, but I think you can do it. Judge this, I will. I will not judge my heart any longer by my start. Come on. If that's you, say I will or I will not. I will not judge my year or my heart by my start. I'm not gonna judge myself. I'm gonna let the end result judge me and not my process. I will not judge my year or my heart by my start. Got it? If you don't let yourself go, you are going to bind yourself. What's up, Kai Andrus? Number 2, I'm moving. I will build through endurance. That means I'm not gonna give up. If that's you, type I will and put a number 2. Type I will 2, number 2. I will build through endurance. I'm gonna keep going. You may see me, I may not run as fast as you, I may not jump like you, but you're gonna see me enduring something. I'm going through something, and I'm going through it with intentions. I will, then number 2. I will, so we'll know the difference in I will number 2. Here's I will number 3. I will expect results before I see them, even if I'm afraid of disappointment. That's number 3. I will 3. I will expect results before I see them, which means I'm gonna be working toward the results and not working toward the process. I'm not gonna try and perfect it. I'm working on moving forward no matter what's happening in my life. I might get there broken, I might get there crippled, I might get there bruised, but I will get there. That's number 3. I will expect results before I see them. That's number 3. I will 3. There it is. I will. I'm going to expect results before I see them. That's how you create an environment around you. When you say, I expect results, you don't need nobody saying, girl, don't do that. I did that, but you don't want to do it like that. No. You want somebody saying, go ahead. I'm expecting your results too. You want a pusher in your life in this season. You don't need nobody you got to carry. You want a pusher, not a puller. Got it? Number 4, here it is. I will move with intention. That's I will, number 4. I will move with intention. I got to leave my emotions out of it. I see you, Christy. I got to leave my emotions out of it because my emotions is what, well, I almost said the wrong thing. Yeah, my emotions got me in trouble. I need to move with intentions. I will, number 4. Here's 5. Let's see who's paying attention. Number 5, I will win anyway. I will win anyway. I will. I don't care what happens. I'm winning. I'm gonna start walking and talking and acting like a winner this quarter. I'm not waiting till I produce results. I am, okay, I got number 6. It goes from an I will to an I am. I heard this in my head just now. I am the result. I am the win. I'm it. I am. When I show up for me, I am it. You got it? I am. If that's you, that's it. I will win. Say, I'm not looking for a result. I am the result. Here it is. Type I am. That means out of all of this, when I show up, everything I need is already there because I'm there. Come on. I am. I'm the result. I'm the gift. Come on. I'm the trophy. I'm the winner. I'm the one that sacrificed. Watch this. You can take the negative, turn to a positive. I'm the one that judged. I'm the one that built. I'm the one that expected. I'm the one that moved. I'm that one. You think you somebody. I am. Thank you for validating that. You know, at the family reunion, when everybody says, you think you something. You think you this, you think you that. It's so funny. I'd be like, no, I didn't really think it, but now that you validated and told me, I agree with you. I am. Here's the deal. I want to push you because you still have time. We're in the first quarter. We're just in the second month. We still have time. And I want to encourage you. You do. You do. You do. And this I am is not what anybody else is telling you. I'm helping somebody. Somebody's self-esteem is going to jump 3 notches right now. It's something you have to tell yourself. You have to pat yourself and say, I am. And don't do it how I do it because I'm saying this. Do it the way you do it. I am. You can close your eyes and see yourself and say, I am. And then say it again. I am. Today you'll hear these words in your head again because you are. And you still have time. And I came to declare to you this quarter is still yours. You still have time. I got it. I gotta let y'all go. I'm done. I've pushed. And I'm excited about it. I'm excited about letting you know you still have time. So now when I see people, I want to see people doing something. If I see you doing absolutely nothing, then I know you just on here to hang out. I feel privileged that God would give me the opportunity to be in so many people's lives weekly. Not just at church, but the push for right here to get through the weekend. Thank you. Bless you. I received that. Yeah, I still have time. Are you referring to Lamar Honey? Are you making that announcement? What's his name, Lamar Odom? I don't know. Are you referring to that? You going to announce Saturday? I'll be quiet. I'll stay out of your business. And for those of you who are available on Saturday, if you're not available, make time. Saturday at 11 o'clock. Be there at 10:45. It's going to be well worth it. It's the book signing and the supernatural shift that's happening. I'm going to let her talk about her book. I won't discuss her book. It's going to be good. I'm not discussing my book, but I'll tell you something out of it. Talks about the 4 things that a man needs to ask himself. And one of the things a husband needs to ask himself is, if my wife is the favor, how I handle favor is important. My first question I asked myself was, am I stewarding her heart? Because her submitting is not me taking, it's her giving. So am I stewarding her heart? Number 2, am I protecting her peace? Number 3, am I leading with wisdom? Now, I learned these from talking to my daughters and different people, because people were telling me how they felt me respond to her at times, and it wasn't always good. And these are the things that I've learned, and now you get to learn what I've learned. And I'm like that with any individual. Am I stewarding their heart? In whoever's life I'm in, Canvas, am I stewarding their heart? Am I being careful of their heart? Which is really my problem, Sydney. I give myself to too many people who don't value who I am. So I'm learning something on that perspective as well. I'm praying by the end of the book, God would have delivered me from some things I deal with. That am I protecting her peace? That's my spouse. But I've done that for individuals too. Watch this. Number 3, am I leading with wisdom, or am I leading with my trauma? I can't get into that right now. I can't get into that. Because some of us are trauma bonding, which means we're bonding with the trauma of our past as adults. I'm still bonding with people that kept taking my Tonka toys and my drumsticks and my carnival car set. And so now I don't even give to the people who I love, because I'm bonding with my trauma, because I now have control. Can't nobody take nothing from me. I never got delivered. And now I should be giving to the people I'm around, but I can't give to them because I'm still bonding with my trauma bonding. Am I leading with wisdom or my trauma? And then the last one, am I growing or am I coasting? Am I really growing, or am I thriving off people, meeting new people? Beware of people who love meeting new people all the time, because all they're doing is trying to find somebody new to celebrate them. Because they're coasting, they're not growing. When you grow, you don't meet people on the same level. And when you meet people, you're supposed to grow to a different level. So some people, they want to go over here. When you make me mad, I'm gonna go over here. And the reality is, I'm changing where I am, but I'm not changing who I am. Have fun in my book later. I'll talk about how a wife flourishes when she's handled with care. Handled with care is when she's stewarded, protected, lead, grow. And then for those who are engaged or want to be married, when you find a man, you don't give a man these qualities. You see if he already has them. Stop giving men the playbook to your drawers. The playbook to your heart. He needs to be that already. Because if he's not that already, then you're telling him what it takes to get into you. And then once he gets into you, you'll find out that he got the answer from you. Okay. That's the portion of my book that I'll be dealing with. Not Saturday, but it's coming soon. Guess what? What's your book about? You still have time. Kimberly Nicole, you are bad. I see your media, you doing some, I'm like, yep, I know her. That's my friend. I know her. I get the point and say I know her. So I'm done. Listen, I'm done because I wanted you to know whatever you called to do. Well, hey, Vanessa, whatever you're praying about doing, whatever you've been doing, whatever you desire to do, stop getting in the dark. Step into the light, Caroline. I'm sorry, Raquel. I'm sorry. Sir, my kid's getting on me now. I'm sorry, y'all. I got to go because I got an off day and I'm sorry. So I'm coasting today. I'm not growing. I'm coasting today. I am. So y'all pray for me. Keith Hurst, good to see you, man. And so listen, I'll tell y'all my book title later. I'm focused on this weekend. Make sure you're here this weekend. It's going to be an amazing time. And if you haven't registered, guess what? You still have time. You can buy your book and pick it up there tomorrow. You still have time. You can buy your merch. I think it should be there tomorrow. You still have time. Wherever you are in your life, don't give up on yourself. Don't throw in the towel. You still have time. The bad part is, I believe in you. The question is, do you believe in yourself? That's where we are. And you know, as I say, no matter what happens in your life, you can win anyway if you just realize, wow, I still have time. I have not expired. I'm not irrelevant. I still have time. So I got to stop rushing and start reflecting. Because if I have time, then the best version of me has yet to be seen. Here's my saying for lately. Eyes have not seen and ears have not heard. That's about to change. Like Pastor Kyle signing out. Have an amazing Friday. Do something for you. You're worth it. You still have time. Peace.